This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute professional medical advice. Please consult with your doctor or a qualified healthcare specialist before starting any new vitamins or supplements mentioned in this video. Use of this information is at your own risk. You think your bedroom is a safe place, but for anyone over 60, those 2 feet from the edge of your mattress to the floor are the most dangerous distance in the world. Thousands of people swing their stiff legs out of bed, put their weight down, and instantly collapse. If your legs feel like rusted iron in the morning, do not stand up until you hear what I have to say. That innocent, quiet step you take from the edge of your mattress to the floor tomorrow morning could be the very moment your life as you know it ends. It sounds like a nightmare, but for those of us over the age of 60, it is a mathematical reality we face every single day. Imagine the silence of your bedroom, suddenly shattered by a sound like a dry branch snapping in the woods. That is the sound of a hip or a knee giving way because it was forced to carry weight before it was ready. In that split second, your independence, your ability to walk to the kitchen, and your dignity are stripped away, replaced by the sterile walls of a hospital room and the crushing weight of becoming a burden to your family. We spend our lives building our strength, but after 6 decades, the oil in our joints has thinned, the cartilage has worn down to a fragile layer, and our legs have become like rusted iron. Ignoring that stiff, heavy feeling when you first wake up isn't just a part of getting older. It is an act of negligence against your own body. You are essentially gambling with your ability to remain a free, mobile human being. Welcome to EldraFit Nutrition. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. We are here because we refuse to let that tragedy happen to you. We believe that aging should be a journey of wisdom, not a descent into physical frailty. But to stay on that path, you must understand the gravity of the situation. Your bedroom, the place where you feel most secure, is actually the most dangerous environment you will enter all day if you do not have a plan. When you lie still for 8 hours, your joints become dehydrated sponges. They are brittle. They are unforgiving. If you force them to perform without preparation, they will fail you. This is the harsh truth that no one wants to talk about, but it is the truth that will save your life. Before we move into the life-saving routine that will bulletproof your legs against these catastrophic failures, I want to ask for your support. If you value your health and want to see more deeply researched, life-changing content like this, please subscribe to EldraFit Nutrition. Your subscription gives us the strength to keep fighting for the health and independence of our senior community. As we look at the road ahead, we must realize that our bodies are no longer the resilient machines they were in our 30s. We are dealing with a delicate system that requires respect and specific, intentional care. The stiffness you feel is a warning light on the dashboard of your life. If you ignore it, the engine will eventually seize. We are going to learn how to preheat that engine so you never have to experience the horror of a fall. But first, I want you to take a moment of deep reflection on your own morning habits. Think about how you treat your legs the moment your eyes open. Before we proceed to the first physical move, please answer this question in the comments section below to help us understand your journey. When you feel that intense morning stiffness, which is your more frequent reaction? A, I push through the pain and stand up immediately because I have things to do. B, I stay still and wait for the feeling to go away, hoping it won't hurt as much later. Please comment with A or B below. Your honesty helps us create the right path forward for everyone in this community. Now that we have confronted the danger, we must begin the process of restoration while you are still lying in the safety of your bed. This is where the magic of biology meets the necessity of movement. Think of your legs as a long, sophisticated hydraulic system. While you sleep, the fluid in this system settles, leaving the hinges, your knees, dry and vulnerable. This is why you feel that grinding, bone-on-bone sensation. To fix this, we have to start at the very bottom of the chain. You might think your knees are the problem, and they are, but the solution starts at your ankles. Your ankles are the secret auxiliary pumps for your entire lower body. By moving them, you are sending a signal to your heart and your circulatory system to begin the delivery of fresh, nutrient-rich blood and natural joint lubricant directly to the areas that need it most. This first movement, which we call the bedside pump, is your first line of defense against injury. While you are still flat on your back, with your head resting on your pillow, I want you to point your toes away from you as hard as you can, as if you are trying to touch the foot of the bed with your big toe. Hold it for a second, feeling the stretch across the top of your foot. Then pull your toes back toward your nose with everything you've got, feeling your calves tighten and your Achilles tendon lengthen. This simple point and flex motion is doing something profound beneath the surface of your skin. It is acting like a manual pump for your veins. Every time you flex, you are squeezing the blood vessels in your lower leg, forcing fluid upward toward the knee joint. It is exactly like idling a cold car engine on a freezing winter morning. You wouldn't floor the gas pedal of a car that has been sitting in the snow, so why would you force your weight onto joints that haven't been warmed up? You need to perform this motion at least 20 times. It takes less than a minute, but in those 45 to 60 seconds, you are fundamentally changing the chemistry of your legs. You are telling your brain that the day has begun and that resources need to be diverted to your lower extremities. As you continue to point and flex, you will likely start to feel a gentle warmth spreading from your shins up toward your kneecaps. That warmth is life. That is the joint grease finally reaching the hinges. You are essentially soaking the sponge of your cartilage before it has to endure the pressure of your body weight. This is a profound act of self-care. It is a moment of connection between your mind and your body, where you are saying, I hear you, I know you are stiff, and I am going to help you. By the time you reach the 20th repetition, your legs will no longer feel like disconnected weights at the end of your torso. They will feel like a functional part of you again. You have successfully cleared the kinks in the garden hose, allowing the flow of energy and lubrication to reach the middle of the chain. This is the essential foundation. Without this, every other exercise is less effective. You have just taken the first, most important step in weatherproofing your body against the elements of age. I would like to help you visualize exactly how these first moves are protecting your cartilage. Would you like me to explain the science of how your joint fluid actually feeds your bone cells during these exercises? Now that the blood is flowing from your ankles to your knees, it is time to move to the edge of the mattress and sit up tall. This transition is vital because we are about to address the tracking of your joints. Imagine your kneecap is like a high-speed train on a precision track. For that train to glide silently and without friction, the rails must be perfectly aligned. However, as we pass 60, the muscle on the inside of the thigh, the vastus medialis, often goes into a deep sleep. When this muscle quits its job, the train begins to drift, rubbing against the side of the track. And that is exactly where that agonizing crunching and grinding sensation comes from. You aren't just feeling old, you are feeling a mechanical misalignment that can be corrected in seconds. Grab any pillow nearby, even the one you just slept on, and fold it in half to create a firm resistance. Place it between your knees and sit as if you are trying to see over a high fence, lengthening your spine and opening your chest. Give that pillow a steady, purposeful squeeze. You don't need to crush it with all your might. You just need to wake up the sleeper. Hold that tension for 5 slow seconds, breathing naturally, and feel that inner thigh muscle quiver as it comes back online. Do this 10 times. You are essentially reminding your kneecap how to stay in its lane, protecting the delicate cartilage from being shredded by uneven pressure. Once that alignment is set, we move to the morning chair march. Remaining seated, begin to lift one knee toward the ceiling, then the other, as if you are walking through thick, soft grass. Because you are still sitting, there is zero impact on your joints. You are getting the benefit of a mile-long walk without the punishing weight of gravity. This movement creates a pumping action in the hip flexors, ensuring that the lubrication we started at the ankles now floods the entire leg. Your hips and knees are a team. If the hips remain locked and frozen, the knees are forced to overwork to compensate for the lack of range. By marching in place for just 60 seconds, you are harmonizing the entire lower body. You should feel a gentle, radiant glow beginning to emanate from your thighs. This isn't pain. This is the feeling of a machine that has been properly serviced and is finally ready to stand and face the world with stability and grace. The moment has arrived to rise to your feet, but we must do so with a secret weapon activated. Most people think the knees carry the weight of the world, but they were never designed to be the primary engine of your body. That job belongs to your glutes, the strongest muscles you possess. Unfortunately, decades of sitting can cause these gladiators to fall asleep, leaving your poor knees to do the heavy lifting alone. This is why you feel that sharp stabbing pain the moment you stand. Before you take a single step, I want you to perform the power stand squeeze. Once you are upright, holding the bedpost or a sturdy piece of furniture for safety, squeeze your backside as tightly as you can, as if you are trying to hold a gold coin between your cheeks. Breathe out as you squeeze, feeling the stability radiating from your pelvis down into your legs. Hold it for 10 seconds. Repeat this 5 times. By doing this, you are providing your knees with a strong friend to carry the load. You are no longer a fragile structure leaning on thin joints. You are a powered machine driven by your strongest muscles. Now, walk slowly to your kitchen counter. This is where we build your natural shock absorbers. Stand with your feet hip-width apart and place your hands firmly on the counter for balance. This isn't a test of your coordination. It's a construction project for your legs. Slowly rise onto your tiptoes, reaching as high as you comfortably can, and then, this is the most important part, lower yourself down with extreme control, counting to 3. 3, 2, 1. Your calf muscles are the shocks on a heavy-duty truck. Every time your foot hits the floor, these muscles should soak up the vibration. If they are weak, that shockwave travels instantly into your knee joint, causing microdamage with every step. By performing 10 of these controlled lifts, you are making those absorbers springy and resilient again. This simple act at the kitchen counter builds the confidence you need to step off a curb or walk across uneven grass without the fear of a sudden collapse. You are now fully armored for the day, having turned on every safety system from your toes to your hips, ensuring your journey is one of strength rather than struggle. As we prepare to step out into the world, we must address the internal environment of your joints. Think back to a dry sponge sitting on your kitchen sink. When it is bone dry, it is stiff, hard, and brittle. If you try to bend it, it might snap. But once you soak it in water, it becomes soft, bouncy, and resilient. After 60 years of life, your joints function exactly like that sponge. While you slept for 7 or 8 hours, your body became a dry sponge. This is why drinking a large glass of water, at least 8 to 12 ounces, immediately after these movements is not just a suggestion. It is a mechanical necessity. This water acts as the raw material for your natural joint lubricant, keeping the grease slippery and smooth so your bones don't rub. It is the simplest and cheapest health insurance you will ever buy for your knees. Beyond hydration, we must look at the surface beneath your feet. Many of us take pride in walking barefoot at home, but if your knees are fussy, a hard tile or hardwood floor is a silent enemy. Every time your heel strikes a hard surface, a tiny shock wave travels directly up your leg, hitting the knee joint like a small hammer. To protect yourself, you need to invest in a pair of indoor-only sneakers or sturdy slippers with a firm rubber sole and a cushioned heel. This provides a portable carpet for your joints, absorbing the impact before it can do damage. Finally, remember your posture check. Imagine your ears are stacked directly over your shoulders and your shoulders over your hips. When we slouch, we effectively add extra weight to our knees through poor leverage. Standing tall is the quickest weight loss treatment your joints will ever receive. By combining hydration, proper footwear, and upright posture, you are creating a fortress of protection around your mobility, ensuring that you remain the master of your movements, regardless of what the weather forecast says. The journey we have taken through these 5 movements is about much more than just physical exercise. It is about reclaiming the dignity of your independence. When we pass the age of 60, there is a common, dangerous myth that we should slow down or save our strength by staying still. But the truth is the exact opposite. Movement is the currency of life. If you stop spending it, you lose it. Your body has carried you through 6 decades of dancing, working, and walking. It has been a faithful vessel for your soul, and now it is asking for just 10 minutes of your time in return. These 10 minutes are an investment in your future self, the version of you that still wants to play with grandchildren, walk through the park, and stand tall without fear. The profound lesson we must draw from this is that aging is not a process of inevitable decay, but a process of adaptation. Your knees are not broken just because they are stiff. They are simply requesting a different kind of care than they did when you were 20. By providing that care through hydration, alignment, and muscle activation, you are showing your body the respect it deserves. This is the philosophy of EldraFit Nutrition. We provide the tools, but you provide the will. You have the power to change the trajectory of your health starting tomorrow morning. Do not wait for a catastrophic fall to realize how precious your mobility is. Start today, while you are still in control. To apply this to your life immediately, I want you to commit to just 1 week. Don't worry about next month or next year. Just commit to performing these moves for the next 7 mornings. Place a glass of water on your bedside table tonight so it is ready for you. Place your supportive indoor shoes right where you can step into them. By making these small adjustments, you are shifting from a state of reacting to pain to a state of cultivating strength. You deserve to feel light on your feet. You deserve to walk without the shadow of fear following you. Take that first step with intention and let the warmth in your legs remind you that you are still vibrant, still capable, and still very much in the game. Before we conclude, I would love to hear from you to help everyone in this growing community. Which of these 5 moves, the bedside pump, the pillow squeeze, the chair march, the power squeeze, or the counter lift, felt like it gave your body the most relief today? Please leave a comment below with your answer. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to read to get started. If you found this guide helpful and want to support our mission of keeping our seniors strong and independent, please subscribe to EldraFit Nutrition. Your support helps us create more deeply researched content to help you live your best life.